A Working Man is an action thriller directed by David Ayer, with a screenplay co-written by Sylvester Stallone. The film stars Jason Statham as Levon Cade, a former Royal Marines commando, who has left behind a violent past to live a quiet life as a construction worker. However, when a young girl is abducted, Cade is forced to confront his past and unleash his deadly skills once more. Levon Cade, Jason Statham, is introduced as a hard-working man, living a simple, honest life as a construction worker in a small American town. Once a highly trained operative, he left the military behind to escape the bloodshed and provide a stable environment for his daughter. Now, he keeps a low profile, avoiding trouble and focusing on his work. Cade is well respected by his employer, Carl, played by Michael Peña, the owner of a local construction company. Carl treats him like family, and Cade has a close relationship with Carl's teenage daughter, Jenny, Ariana Rivas, whom he sees as a younger sister. Jenny is ambitious and intelligent, but like many young people, she sometimes makes reckless choices. One evening, Jenny mysteriously disappears after telling her father she was going to meet friends. Her phone is found abandoned near a gas station, and security footage shows her being forcibly taken by a group of men in an unmarked van. Carl is devastated, and the local authorities seem either unwilling or unable to act with urgency. Frustrated, Carl turns to Cade, pleading for help. Cade initially hesitates. He has worked hard to leave behind the world of violence and death, but when he begins to investigate on his own and discovers that Jenny has been taken by a human trafficking ring, he realizes that he has no choice but to act. Using his military expertise, Cade begins tracking Jenny's captors. He interrogates low-level criminals, dismantling parts of the operation with brutal efficiency. His methods are ruthless, breaking bones using fear, and leaving behind a trail of destruction. Through his investigation, he discovers that Jenny has been transported to a hidden location, operated by a powerful trafficking syndicate. Cade soon crosses paths with an FBI agent, Detective Mason, David Harbour, the Consambuanos, who has been investigating the same criminal organization, but has struggled to bring them down due to corruption within law enforcement. Mason warns Cade that the people he's after are not just small-time criminals. They are connected to high-ranking officials and dangerous figures in organized crime. As Cade goes deeper, he realizes that this operation extends far beyond Jenny's abduction. The trafficking network has ties to government officials and law enforcement, making it nearly impossible to dismantle through legal means. Cade finally locates Jenny in a heavily guarded compound, where she is being held alongside other kidnapped victims. Armed with his combat skills and tactical expertise, Cade infiltrates the facility, taking down the traffickers one by one in a brutal and intense action sequence. The final showdown pits Cade against the mastermind behind the operation, a high-ranking crime lord named Viktor Dragunov. Jason Fleming. Dragunov underestimates Cade, believing him to be just another mercenary, but Cade proves otherwise, engaging in a vicious fight that ultimately ends with Dragunov's demise. With Jenny and the other victims rescued, Cade ensures their safety before disappearing into the night, knowing that his actions have made him a target. Despite his victory, Cade knows that the fight is far from over. The corruption in law enforcement means that other powerful figures will seek revenge. Mason offers him a deal: work with the FBI to take down more trafficking rings. But Cade refuses. He is done with that life. As Carl is reunited with Jenny, Cade prepares to leave town. He knows that staying would put his loved ones at risk. In a final moment, Jenny thanks him, and Carl expresses his eternal gratitude. Cade simply nods, gets into his truck, and drives off into the unknown. The film ends with an open-ended conclusion. Cade has once again become a ghost, but his war against evil may not be over yet. A Working Man delivers a gripping story filled with high-octane action and emotional depth. The film explores themes of redemption, justice, and the horrors of human trafficking, shedding light on the reality of modern slavery while delivering an intense cinematic experience. With Jason Statham's signature brutal fight sequences and a strong supporting cast, the film promises to be a must-watch for fans of action thrillers.